Night highway, heavy rain, visibility is almost gone. You're sitting inside the car, but your hands are not on the wheel, because the steering wheel is gone. The car is driving itself. And at that moment, you no longer care what processor is inside, which neural network version is running, how many cameras are mounted around the vehicle, how many teraflops the computer can process. You care about only one thing. Can this machine see the road better than a human? Because the true purpose of autonomous transport was never really about technology. It was always about a promise. The promise that one day a machine could navigate the world better than we can. Never get tired, never lose focus, never check a phone, never fall asleep behind the wheel, never panic, never lose concentration after 5 hours on the road, notice danger sooner than a human, react faster than the human brain. That was always the real idea behind autonomous driving. Not for the machine to drive like a human, but for it to drive far better than a human ever could. Because if you really think about it, humans are actually a terrible benchmark for autonomous vehicles. Our vision is limited. We make mistakes. We get tired. We get distracted. And the most dangerous part is that the brain doesn't always show us reality as it truly is. Humans do not see the world directly. We see an interpretation. The brain constantly reconstructs reality with assumptions. Most of the time, that works well enough. But the problem begins the moment something unusual happens. Night rain, fog, snow, faded lane markings, an unexpected obstacle. One mistake, 1 second, and everything ends in catastrophe. Millions of accidents happen every year precisely because human perception is imperfect. And that leads to a very uncomfortable question. If modern technology already allows a machine to receive more information about the world than a human can, why limit it to human-style perception at all? Why shouldn't the car of the future see the world the same way humans do? Why shouldn't it see more? This is where one of the most important conflicts in the modern automotive industry begins. The conflict between Tesla and almost the entire rest of the autonomous driving industry. Tesla made one of the boldest bets in automotive history. The company essentially said, if 2 eyes are enough for a human driver, then cameras should be enough for a machine. It was an incredibly elegant idea. Minimalism instead of complex sensors, software intelligence instead of expensive hardware, neural networks instead of lasers and radar, just cameras, software, artificial intelligence. Tesla didn't simply use cameras, the company deliberately rejected LiDAR, and later it even began removing radar systems. This was no longer just an engineering decision, it was a philosophy, vision only. And for a long time, it seemed like Tesla might actually be right. FSD videos looked like the future itself. Cars driving through city streets on their own, changing lanes, handling intersections, reacting to traffic lights with almost no human input. It looked like magic. That's why millions of people believed the problem was nearly solved. But while Tesla kept moving deeper into the vision-only philosophy, the rest of the industry began moving in the opposite direction. Waymo, Zoox, Mercedes, BMW, Huawei, Xpeng, Chinese automakers, they moved toward LiDAR, toward radar, toward multi-layer redundancy. They were not trying to copy humans, they were trying to surpass them. And today, this debate is no longer really about cameras versus lasers. It's about what artificial intelligence behind the wheel should actually become. Should it behave like a human, or should it become something fundamentally more advanced? Tesla chose the first path. Most of the rest of the industry chose the second. And the problem is that eventually only one side will be proven right, because an autonomous vehicle cannot be half safe. To understand why this conflict matters so much, you need to understand one thing. Cameras inherit almost all the weaknesses of human vision. They depend on light, contrast, weather conditions, image quality. A camera does not actually know what is in front of it. It only sees pixels, and the neural network tries to guess what those pixels represent, most of the time successfully, until one day the mistake happens at 130 kilometers per hour. And the problem with autonomy is that it doesn't fail on ordinary roads. It fails during one bizarre event out of a million. A white truck hidden in fog, an overturned trailer at night, a person running out of the darkness, lost cargo lying across the highway, a police officer manually directing traffic, a stroller on a poorly lit road. The real world is chaotic. That's what makes it dangerous. And here comes another problem. The human brain loves cameras because camera footage feels familiar. It resembles the way we see the world ourselves. And that creates a dangerous illusion. If the image looks normal, we assume the system understands reality. But a neural network does not understand the road the way a human does. It searches for patterns inside pixels. Sometimes that's enough, and sometimes the system mistakes a truck for part of the sky, a shadow for an obstacle, or worse, fails to see danger at all. And the most terrifying part is that the machine can appear completely confident right before making a fatal mistake. This no longer feels like traditional programming. It feels like teaching a machine to guess reality. And this is where LiDAR enters the picture, the technology Tesla spent years publicly mocking. Unlike cameras, LiDAR does not simply look at the world, it measures it. Thousands of laser pulses every second create an accurate 3D map of the environment. LiDAR does not try to estimate distance, it knows distance, down to centimeters. And that difference is enormous. A camera can be fooled by shadows. LiDAR sees the shape of the object. A camera can lose depth perception at night. LiDAR directly measures space. A camera can be blinded by glare. LiDAR continues to see the geometry of the world. But LiDAR is only part of the system. There is also radar, and its role is just as critical. Radar works extremely well exactly where normal visual perception begins losing confidence. Rain, fog, poor visibility. Radar sees movement, speed, distance. That is why the combination of cameras, LiDAR, and radar does not simply make a vehicle smarter, it makes it safer, because every sensor compensates for the weaknesses of another. Cameras provide color, road signs, and context. LiDAR provides precise spatial geometry. Radar tracks motion. Together, they create a system with almost no blind spots. And this leads to a very important realization. Most people still think autonomous driving is just a very smart cruise control, but the reality is far more serious. The vehicle must make decisions faster than a human, sometimes within fractions of a second, and the cost of failure is enormous, because modern cars are no longer just vehicles, they are massive computers on wheels. Even a small accident today can cost thousands of dollars. A bumper is no longer just a piece of plastic. Inside it are cameras, sensors, electronics, calibration systems. But the real issue isn't even money. The real issue is trust. As long as everything works perfectly, autonomy feels amazing. The problem begins the moment the system fails, because people forgive human mistakes. Humans fail constantly. But when a machine fails, people feel as though the system itself has failed, as if the system violated its core promise, the promise of safety. And that is exactly why the stakes become so high.